What's up everyone, it's Gabby Trades and welcome back to the channel. Well, news day today and the market is dipping. What is causing this and what is the game plan? Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a breakdown. So in May, hiring really slowed down. We got a report from ADP which tracks private sector jobs and it showed that only 37,000 new jobs were added, which is not great because that's way below the forecast of 110,000 and it's the weakest job growth we've seen since early 2022. Now, even April's numbers were revised down, and on average, the US has been adding half as many jobs in recent months compared to last year. Now, what is really causing that slowdown, you guys? Well, you probably guessed it right. Tariffs are making really everything tough for businesses, and everything is getting more expensive. Government job cuts are kicking in as well, and people are spending way less since January, which is making companies even more cautious. Smaller businesses, especially in healthcare, education, and goods, are feeling the squeeze pretty much the most. And these companies don't really have the power to influence policies in Washington. So, why does this matter? Because in general, a weak job market could push the Feds to cut rates. And this is what we really want. And the markets are already pricing 60% chance of rate cuts to come in sooner than we expected. So that's pretty much bullish news for both stocks and crypto. But we really need to get the complete picture this Friday when the big government jobs report drops. But for now, the momentum in the labor market is clearly slowing down. And right now, in fact, we also have another piece of news that we need to check because it just came out. But one more thing I wanted to talk to you about, guys. On top of everything, Iran's supreme leader, what was his name? Khamenei, not finally, but like super firmly rejected a US proposal that would limit Iran's uranium enrichment activities. Now, that's really key, you guys, because he emphasized that the uranium enrichment is central to Iran's national interest and energy independence, and any agreement that undermines this is completely unacceptable. Now, this failure to reach an agreement is actually super concerning, and it's especially concerning about potential military confrontations. Now, this is not what we want to hear, but yeah, we know that the US has intelligence. It has been gathering intelligence, and they know that there is something brewing and that Israel is actually preparing for possible military strikes on Iran's nuclear facilities. This is terrible, right? On top of that, Iran is threatening to target the US ships in various regions, including the Persian Gulf and the Pacific Ocean, in response to any aggression. Now, this situation is super volatile, with both nations holding firm to their positions, and the international community is really watching closely. We guys need to be super on top of these stuff because that's the last thing we want. Anyway, the news are never good, but let's see who's in the chat. We have Scott, Sugar Cookie, music is good. Okay, I don't even need to ask. We have Anas, Rockfish, Samir, Dottie, Million BTC, which is Crypto Love. We have Chiefy. Kunnen we gewoon NL praten vanaf? Okay, he's asking, can we speak Dutch from now on? I don't know. Dottie wants to speak Italian. I don't know. You pick the language. Patricia is here as well. Oh, you guys are so funny. Yeah, we can speak whatever language you guys want. I'm usually quite cultured. So we're fine on that front, I think. All right, cool. Let's move on. Since music is good, we're gonna change the screens up and I'm gonna move you guys around. You know what to do. Please restart the chat so I can see you guys. Gabby's talking Dutch. I can die in peace now. Yeah, I used to blabber a lot. Not anymore, right? I don't need to speak in Dutch anymore, but before it was a daily thing for me, right? Because I was living in Holland. But anyway, all right, cool. So we're back on the charts. Remember what we said yesterday? You know, you don't have to have like a degree in charting. If you know a few things that work on a consistent basis for you to tell that the market is quite bearish. We, with our community, we have my strategy that's helping everyone understand when the market is dropping and how is the market reacting, where should we buy, where should we sell from. And I'm definitely determined to make a very small crash course with like the basic of the strategy that I use. Most of my users, if they have their brains switched on, which they do when they watch me, I'm pretty sure for them it's already kind of almost there. But when I do like the little course for you guys, it's gonna get so much more clear, and you can start implementing the things on a daily basis, just like I do. Oh my god, Bitcoin is at 104 200. Okay, well, all right, we're not panicking at all. All right, let's move on the 4 hour. First of all, well, you know, we did the daily update and we said, well, we have a target which was down here. Um, Actually, yeah, pretty much down here, which was at the true week open. And I said to you guys, this is the target today. And yesterday I said to you also, when price is trading above true week open in a bearish market, this is extremely bearish. So we were pretty much waiting for us to, you know, to get to that point on a higher time frame. We're rejecting from the 0.5, so it's not looking good at all. But we're gonna talk about everything and see what we can do from now on. By the way, you guys, if you haven't joined Discord, join, because it's gonna get really busy in Discord, and I'm gonna keep my OGs with all the perks that are available. They're always gonna be there for the OGs of this Discord. These are like the first 600 people, I think, have the opportunity to get the OG VIP role. For everyone else, things are going to change very soon. So you guys, I encourage you, go on Discord. There is a link or whatever, and you can get your VIP role. It's a very simple thing to do. You can get it for free. You can pay for it, whatever you guys want. But if I were you, I'll do the paid version. Whatever. All right, moving on. So where should we start? Where should we start? Where should we start? I'm thinking, Chiefy, sorry, I went short 1 hour ago. Yeah, perfect timing. Perfect timing. So today, pretty much, I was like, not very interested. I was mainly interested in trading gold today. So I caught a few trades on gold, and that was really good for me. We'll review that as well. But let's move into today's price action, right? Like, really important. So first thing you want to do is, right, whatever you are in this world, you know that you have the trading sessions, right? So you have London, you have New York, you have Asia. Nobody's interested in Asia. You can trade Asia if you want to, but for me, I'm sleeping at that time, so I'm not interested. All I want to see is, where is the Asia high, where is the Asia low, because that's usually generated liquidity on both sides. Today was pretty clean price action, actually. Even if you're not an expert and even if you're not using my tools, there is strategies that you can utilize when you get the Asia high swept and then you get a confirmation to go short. Some people, I'm sure, did that, and they're doing quite well so far. Quite a violent move, actually. I'm interested to see what gold is doing. Gold is ripping. Amazing. Yeah, pretty awesome. So I had a long position on gold. Dottie, where was my long on gold? Do you remember? I think it was, okay, wait, I know how to do this. Executions. Okay, so here I had 2 small scalps on gold, and this was my bigger hit today, which I was hoping to hold for way longer. I would have made so much bank on this, actually, but because news kicked in and my entry was super sniper, actually, down here. So, you know, even if I moved stop loss to break even, I would have been absolutely safe, because my entry was literally, I wanted a tap here, and that's what I got. So even if I move my stop to break even, I would have been still in this trade. But anyway, as soon as the news came out, I kind of cut in for like I don't know, I think around $500. Yeah, something like that. It was that trade. So that was quite good. But yeah, pretty much I was aiming for this liquidity on gold, and yeah, it would have been a good trade cut. Now I'm pissed, you know. But there is no way, right? When there is news, you have to secure your position. What else are you gonna do, really? There is not many options. But yeah, it was pretty clean in my opinion. So that was me for today. And then I was expecting, obviously, as gold is ripping, for everything else to drop a little bit. So we're reaching some zones of interest for Bitcoin, but again, like, I don't want to take any decisions as of now, because let's have a look on a higher time frame. On a higher time frame, we have a confirmed price leg. Wait, let's identify the price leg first. Choo. All right, here. Yeah, Dori. Guys, type in the chat, because it really helps for the algorithm to get us out there. Just type whatever. Okay, so cool. So you know, we're in this price leg, came to the 0.236, buys from here, first take profit at the 0.5. Now we're rejecting violently from the 0.5. What does that mean? Everybody knows what that means. That's with me here all the time. Well, that means that we're getting to you know, dip a little bit further down, right? The best thing that we can hope for, which is also a possibility, but you know, it's not very likely, right? In my opinion, it's going to be a huge risk if we start taking any positions down here at the 0.236. Once again, hoping that this leg is going to find some sort of support at around the 103, you know, sub 103, 350, right? That's all we can hope for, because essentially, like, you know, you've already had the range here. Where's my drawing stuff? You've already had the range, essentially, right? You had the range, you had a nice pullback deep into the range, right? And this, you know, line also kind of like is the 50% of the range. So this should have been fine. This should have been fine for price to come higher, but it's not. So it's not looking good, in my opinion, for now. Yeah, of course, I'm hopeful as well, but I've also like cut a lot of my positions, you guys know, because I can't be part of this, right? It seems like for the rest of the week, this is going to be a grind to the downside. Not to forget all the liquidity that we have on the 1 hour time frame, you know, which is signaling to us that our bias is actually correct, right? Because once we reject from the 0.5, we're expecting sub-zero levels. So that would mean that this liquidity is gonna go, this liquidity is gonna go. Oh, Powell is stubborn. Yeah, Crypto Love. Power is so stubborn, and Powell is stubborn, and I don't know what he's gonna do. Elevator up, stairs down, in my opinion. Yeah, it could be like, you know, even though this doesn't really look like, you know, an elevator, sorry, stairs down, like this is quite violent, you know, like you have these two big bearish candles. Like this is not really, you have engulfing bearish candles. Like that's not, it's not really, you know, stairs down situation at the moment. Funny enough, ETH is up. ETH is still doing good. That's hilarious. Well, obviously ETH BTC is quite high, so that's why ETH is doing what it's doing. And in fact, ETH is showing us I am strong and I can make it out of this range. I can make it out of this range with no problems, right? Because I'm rejecting the 0.5 and I want to seek, I want to come into price discovery of this range right now. That is what ETH is telling me. Yeah. So, but how are you guys doing? Is anybody trading right now, or how are you feeling? And if so, where do you guys trade? I want to know, because this is actually important to me. So for my community, I've organized this, which is pretty cool. So Bluffin are giving us up to 5,000 in future bonuses, you guys. If you're looking to trade somewhere, you can sign up on my link, which is available in my Discord. You can find it. And this is a pretty new campaign because I had one of my users that used to be VIP somewhere else, and I made him a VIP on Discord. I mean, using my link on Discord. So he's now VIP on Bluffin. But of course, like, there is a little bit more. You have to like deposit a lot more. Yeah, Bluffin is super easy to use. And we also have like our super nice tutorial on there. Like, I don't know, when I zoom here, it's actually crazy big. Can you actually guys see it properly? Yeah, you can. So the thing is, if you're a new user and you deposit $100, you'll get 25,000 25,000. You get $25 in future bonuses, and if you deposit 500, you'll get 50. If you trade, you make a little bit of volume. Like, this is really easy to generate in volume for high frequency traders like us. But anyway, that's the deal that I got for you, and it's pretty unique because I know no one else has that deal as of yet. So in terms of target for Ethereum, we still have the higher target. Even though we've been chopping right now, we are at a 4-hour support up here. This is the 4-hour support. So price is trying to hold here and take the target of 2654 for Ethereum, which is pretty exciting stuff, to be honest, because ETH is really strong, and that should be good overall for all the alts. Let's have a look at Sol real quick. Overall, on a higher time frame, the range is pretty bearish, right? And the last thing you want to see is the bearish range rejecting from the 0.5. We're not entirely yet seeing that because we haven't really like reached the 0.5 of this price leg, but it's not looking very strong to me. A best case scenario for for Solana, like, would need to break the 0.236, and then I want to see break of this daily support. Pretty much the same thing I said yesterday to you guys. Like, it's ridiculous because yesterday we were trading pretty much at the same spot here, and I said the first thing I want to see is a break of the daily support, which is exactly what we didn't see. Price went, it looked super bullish. It went up all the way up to the daily support, wicked, and then it rejected pretty violently. So I'm not interested in touching that yet. I wanted to see trading from some extremes, right? I want to see it reach the 0.5, pass through it, just like we said yesterday, and then hoping for higher prices. But for now, it's just not, where it's supposed to be. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at right now. We just tapped into the true week open, and we're trading below it, so it's just not ideal, because now we're essentially like creating a new mini bearish range. So how are you gonna trade that, right? I prefer us to wait for extreme zones, like, in the really the best case scenario that we could potentially hope for is that price is going to reject from 103,347, but I don't really see that happening, you guys. I'm sorry. NASDAQ, yeah, very good shout. NASDAQ is very important for the overall bias. Let's remove here London Open. I think I had that marked for some reason. Well, it's not for some reason. I know exactly the reason why I marked it. All right. So, it's looking very bullish for now. It's looking extremely bullish for now. And it's way too close to all-time highs. It's not showing any signs of weakness as of now. There is this sell zone over here that if we trade through, it's probably going to hold as support. So I honestly have no idea. NASDAQ is really unclean for me right now to trade, so I don't wanna get involved. Actually, let's get rid of this a little bit so we can have a better vision. Trading above all the zones, it seems bullish to me, to be honest. But you never know. Maybe you just come up, you sweep that high, and you reject again. On a higher time frame, there is absolutely no zones that I can work with. Nothing. The only thing that we have is like an order block here from this current price leg. That price is rejecting, but then it's holding. So honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if we start looking at the price leg, it's still not confirmed because we haven't got a bottom here. Like, we haven't broken structure down here. So we haven't confirmed the top here to say, okay, like, this is the price leg that we're trading. So, you know, the only thing that we have confirmed pretty much is this price leg. Right, that's the only thing we have confirmed right now. So if we're going off of that, it's looking quite bullish to me, right? Like, we're supposed to lose the 0.786, right? And but we're not really, so I don't know. And to be fair, within the bearish leg, we had the move up, we retested the 0.5, so it could be going for higher. Really unclear for me though. Really unclear. So let's get rid of the executions on gold. Yeah, with the current economy, I think gold is going to be the one. Higher target for today, touch into the zone of rejection earlier. It was a very clean long for me, but obviously with news, you gotta be careful. And if we continue like that, I think probably we're gonna see new all-time highs for for gold today. Greetings from Europe. Oh, hello eBird, greetings to you too. Very nice to see new people here. Guys, like the video if you haven't liked it, and let me know what we should look at today, because yeah, I don't think I'm gonna trade this mess right now unless we go on a 15-minute time frame and try to find something. But no, we're just like, this is a bearish move. Like, there is no confirmation of anything right now. Unless you go on a 5-minute time frame, maybe, right? 5-minute time frame. It's actually kind of funny how you have the range, you have the manipulation and distribution. So it's still like it's distributing right now. So, you know, is this going to be a reversal where, you know, I don't really see that at the moment, because in order for this to become like a proper reversal, even on the 5-minute time frame, sorry, that's not even the 15. On the 5-minute time frame, we need to start closing above this area, which is, you know, we need to start closing above the Asia low that we just swept so violently. Let's pull up some volume profiles, see what's happening. Yeah, on the 5-minute time frame, we have lost completely the point of control. Yes, we are trading in a zone of interest that could potentially reverse, which is obviously this. We spoke in the previous live about volume profiles and how you can read them basically. So you can find your, yeah, we're gonna look at gold 1 second, and Turb as well. So you can find your, you know, order blocks using price action really easily. But also if you're pulling out the volume profile, it's really helpful because it gives you kind of, the whole price action is like congested into this graph for you, and then you would have the point of control, right? You'd have the value area high, you'd have the value area low, which is going to be representative of the 70% of the price action that's taken place in that volume profile specifically. And that these gray area kind of serve as an order block in a way. So let's say if you have an order block right here, and then that's just like a double confirmation for you that could work out. But even with this sort of reversal, like I wouldn't be taking a trade down here, because there is absolutely nothing for me to go off of. Sugar Cookie likes the music. Yeah, so we first need to break that area here. Should we mark it? Let's mark it for everyone that's interested in potential longs. So now this is a sell, right? So we essentially want to see price trade through it. That's what we want to see. Guys, keep up the chat live, please. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't liked, go ahead and do it, because this is where we do daily price action, real stuff. We don't look at any, you know, trashy stuff. Not that anyone is looking at trashy stuff. There is a lot of good stuff on YouTube that you guys can, you know, can utilize. But for me personally, let's pull up the VWAP and see. Yeah, we're trading. It's extremely bearish, right? So right now it could really be, if that's like a leg, if that's really a leg, right? If that's really a leg, we could just like reject here, or we could reject here, or like here, and then just play about, you know, range until we decide which direction we want to go. But until then, there is no need for us to touch it really. Slowly adding some long-term lagging outs here. ETH's looking good. Some outs are at blah 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 1450 ETH price still. Yeah, Chiefy, we're going lower in my opinion. Buying volume is dropping. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. See, I haven't been looking at the deltas recently. I haven't been looking at you know, the DOMs, but it doesn't take a genius to see that all the orders are pretty much absorbed pretty fast, and sellers are in control right now. Who dares to ring my doorbell right now? It must be some absolute idiot. Volume profiles in game changer. Yeah, the volume profiles are really helpful. Sui is showing strong momentum. That's interesting. Let's have a look real quick. Not sure. What are you referring to as a strong momentum? That's a 10-minute candle really, so I don't see any strong momentum here. Let's have a look. I have some markings here. Yep, so yeah, for Sui, I'm waiting for $2.8. That's what I'm waiting for, and that's where I want to see Sui hold. Before then, I'm not really interested in overall performance. Absolutely 100%, absolutely 100%, very strong. Sui's been one of the strongest, so yeah, good job, Sui, holding the 0.5. You know, it can just come back and retest it. That's absolutely fine, but we want to see it go from here. So yes, you guys. Oh wait, sorry, someone wanted to look at silver. Silver the Ripper. So silver is absolutely great because like on a monthly time frame, like we said, you guys, on a monthly time frame, we have liquidity for silver. You don't see that. Hi, Eric. You don't see that anywhere, right? Like you won't find an alt like that. Barely can you find some stock like that. It's really, really hard. So silver is probably my top two. So it's gold and silver that I'm looking out for. Silver is just next level, and I think it's going to outperform. Actually, with all of this, cacophony happening, geopolitically and in the world in general, I think metals are going to do really, really well. Gold is already showing it. Silver is just about to, go completely. Everyone's expectations for silver are going to be just, everyone's going to be like, what just happened? So very excited about silver. It's trading exactly how it's supposed to be trading. Soon as this was created, right, on a monthly, if you've been able to, if you have the indicators and see that, when you get a tab like this after a range, and you get like a candle like this is an absolute buy signal. Buy signal and hold all the way up. It's absolutely insane. I don't know what to tell you. Defense stocks are also a different beast, and there is absolutely, no surprise that they're doing so great. On any pullback, I think defense stocks are, a great opportunity to get in as well. Now you're looking at RTX, LMT, that kind of stuff. This is a great opportunity as well. That's on a weekly time frame. It's pulling back. Like any pullback on those kind of stocks is honestly God-given. Nvidia is doing pretty well. Yesterday did really well. We had cleared the liquidity here on a daily time frame, and the the way is clear, is only up from here. We spoke a lot about oil yesterday. I don't want to go back into that stuff, but Euro USD absolutely ripping as well, which is showing that dollar should weaken. So right, we want to see all these things happening. Damn, I'm actually really pissed off I didn't hold this trade on gold today. That would have paid me so well. Let's go back. Bitcoin dominance, see what's happening. All right, things are looking good, you guys. Bitcoin dominance is looking good. This is perfect. This is really what we want to see on a daily time frame. Liquidity at the 62, that's perfect. Because all in all, we did have our tap into our region, right? It's happened. So, this was a bit of spoofing up here, but we should be doing pretty well. Bitcoin dominance is looking great to drop, obviously, and we're expecting it to drop even more. BNB should be doing very well as well. Sorry, you guys, I'm gonna start going through your requests right now. Honestly, BNB like 732 like imminent, honestly. This is daily time frame. It's been holding quite well. It's one of the strongest coins out there, to be honest, and yeah, I think it's gonna perform really good. So yeah, we're trading in a bit of a range right now. So I think ideally on a daily time frame, it's going to be absolutely lovely if we manage to get a little bit of more dip and then maybe reload around this area, like 620 or something. It would be absolutely great to then chase this high. Like, any late buyers over here within that range, because when you see a range, you know that They're just like generating liquidity on both sides. And what you want to see is you want to see a drop to clean that liquidity, to collect that liquidity down to a support on a higher time frame, and then you're long. Especially with Bitcoin dominance looking like that, it's ideal. Any other requests, you guys? I'm sure I saw something. Let me have a look. TRB for crypto love. What was that? I'm pretty sure. What did TRB stand for, you guys? Yeah, we'll look at Caspa. Hello, Tef. Yeah, on a daily time frame is gaining strength. This is definitely a reversal pattern. Whoa. Okay, weekly time frame looking good. TRB is probably very good. Liquidity. Love it. Love to see it. That's pretty cool. And you know, generally what's most important is that we didn't get price trade below this area. So that was very important to see, and that happened. So I'm crypto love, I'm quite positive on this. And on a weekly, it's looking like it's reversing. It's looking like it's reversing. So I would consider the current range to be something like this. Should we use this high actually? No, because yeah, we have to actually. So this is not bad at all, because essentially like it did reject from the 0.5, showing that it might go, but this week is showing us that it has different plans. So again, you want to see 64.5 broken. Let me get, actually, this is easier. You want to see 64.5 broken, retest it, and then you know you're going for 110, etc. So teller tributes, yeah, teller tributes are looking quite good so far. So far is looking quite good. And yeah, it is a bearish leg after all, but it can turn very bullish if it works the way we want it to work. Caspa. Caspa was only Cas, right? Like, I don't want to put like a wrong one on for you. Yeah, so on a weekly time frame, we had some drops down here which have been cleaned up. Let's look on a daily. Yeah, it's a bit of a dip right now, but overall, if the daily is looking like that, that's good, because eventually you know that you have 0.189 or 0.19 inevitable for this bull run. So that's good. That's good. And the reversal structure is quite nice, although you do have some breakup structures right now and you're seeing some bearish price action. We can evaluate that actually. So that's daily. Okay, so you're still trading in a bullish leg. I don't even have to draw to find out that the 0.236 has been reached, in my opinion. So ideally, I think you would want to draw your range like that. Yeah, so pretty much that's what you're seeing right now. Okay, 0.236 on CAS. And the good news is that you have this liquidity up here, because usually you should be long for this from the 0.236, take profit 1 here, take profit 2 here. But the good thing is that you have the liquidity. That's what I like to see in the altcoins. Liquidity in between 0.786 and 1. That's essential, because that is, you know, giving you know, strength. Pretty weak as of now. I wouldn't touch it at the moment, because it is very weak. Let's look at the 12-hour. Okay, well, clearly we have to clear this low down here. So yeah, pretty obvious why this happened, and you know, where is price coming from, and the timing. I'm sure it all correlates when you start looking at it. The red line is the 0.5, so you left the liquidity, you tried to break the 0.5 and you failed, and you came down to collect the liquidity. It's really that simple, you guys. I don't know how to, like, it's simple, honestly. So don't be scared if you're seeing all these like crazy, I don't know, patterns and like difficult stuff and all these indicators that are lagging indicators. That's why I told you, get my indicators. They're literally only 20 bucks. I give you 20% discount all the time. You missed the last 20%, but my indicators are showing you data that is right now and it's relevant from before as well. I don't use any lagging indicators whatsoever, because there is no help in that. By the way, I'm going to start, probably I will start working with this backtesting platform, because I want to show you, right? I want to illustrate to you how incorrect these indicators are, right? So you're looking at, I don't know, golden cross, right? Think about the 50 EMA and 200 EMA. We're gonna test it, and I'm gonna show you guys. You're gonna see with your own eyes how, if you bet every single time on the golden cross and you enter in a trade, that you will be wrecked 9 out of 10 times. Okay, so honestly, it's so annoying to me, because people are saying, oh my god, golden cross, this and that. It means nothing. It means absolutely nothing, because what is important is for you to have something that works and is showing you price right now. You need to understand how price works, right? We can go into the depth of the markets, absorbing buys, absorbing sells. Like, we can see all these things. We can get super technical, but at the end of the day, you need to find what works for you, and it needs to be really simple. And the only way you will be convinced is when you see the results of the back testing working over and over again. Over and over again. That's it. That was my low rant. Where do you find your indicator? So you find my indicators here. Look, I'm gonna show you right now. This is the website. Okay, they're in my description box as well under this video. I can send you a link right now in the chat box. I don't usually do that, but okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't have anyone live with me right now that is helping me to manage this chat besides Sugar Cookie. Of course, she's my assistant. But anyway, that's the link is in the chat box for you. I just had to enter. But yeah, these are the indicators. I use them. They're just integral part of my trading, right? And they show you data right now. This is what's the most important. Did I miss anything else? Hello, zdravej, zdravej. Okay, I know we're getting quite international here. It's kind of cool. Okay. Do we have any other requests, you guys? Honestly, I must have lost AVAX. AVAX, Binance Perps, let's go. Oh my god, I would have made so much money today on gold. The FOMO is kicking in. It's so bad, you guys. Don't you feel like the same way? It's just terrible. Like, I could have made $5,000 today on this trade, and I just came out with 500 because it was news and I wanted to be safe. But you should really do that, right? I think we should all do that. AVAX is, it's really like giving me ick right now, because we had the liquidity up here on a 12-hour and we just came close to it and we didn't take it. So that's very annoying. That's extremely annoying. Because if I was in a trade, I would have been holding to get this, which is not cool, not cool. All right, let's go on a weekly for AVAX, of course. All right, this is great. Weekly time frame, double liquidity on AVAX. Okay, so this thing is definitely, in my opinion, according to my indicators that I've used for years and they never fail me, AVAX is going to at least $66. This is amazing. Double liquidity formation, so you know what's going on. Price is going to play about down here. Perfect time to DCA, and then it's going to go for the high on a weekly, right? Because that's what double liquidity does. Takes out the low and goes for the high. It doesn't necessarily have to just tap into it and then go. It might play around, you know, and then go, but at least you have the confirmation that it's going to do that. What about Aptos? Andy, oh my God, Andy, you should come on Discord. Come on Discord. We're going to chat on Discord. Hello, Zavay, Tetsko. We have Tetsko. We have Andy. This is so amazing, you guys. Andy, please definitely come on Discord. We have a Bulgarian chat. You can also open a ticket and ask me questions, whatever. You know, I feel really bad. I feel really bad because you know, for example, Crypto Love, she's like always texting me, always wanting to help me. She's the nicest human being on this planet Earth, and I'm so busy during the day that I can't reply to all of you guys. So if you text me, let's say on a private message or you know, on the ticket, if you want to like chat with me, make sure you do it over the weekend, because over the weekend I am a bit more free. During the week, I'm like super busy. So it's really hard. And I want to give you all guys the time of the day because you're all like such an amazing individuals. I don't know why, but my Discord is literally attracting the most amazing people you can imagine. I honestly have no idea why, but everyone in our Discord is so special and really interesting. Right? So special and really interesting, and I'm so happy of our community. I'm just like the proudest person ever, and I'm gonna do my best for you guys. Yeah. No, you guys are the best, honestly. I swear, like, I love Sugar Cookie. I love Crypto Love. Okay, AVAX is good, all right? AVAX is perfect because now we have this weekly double formation liquidity. So we know that whatever happens, we're going to see at least $66 on this thing, right? Which is brilliant. Did we have any other... Oh, Setsko, don't worry at all. Дори да не мога да говориш английски, ние си имаме български чат. So, Cryptolove, can you handle that, please, in Bulgarian for me? Thank you. All right, cool. Did you guys want to see anything else? All right, because I don't know what else to show you. Right, we can look at all kinds of stuff. We can pull out CoinGlass, look for liquidations. You know, the funniest thing that could happen though is if we go on Twitter and see what's happening on Twitter. I think that's going to be the funniest thing ever. Let's see. If this is TA, then it all suddenly makes sense to me. Oh, James Wynn. Let's go, you guys. We have a post from James Wynn. If the market maker hit the white line, I'm liquidated again. Pure and simple market manipulation. No ifs or buts. Fact. Hurry up, CZ, and create a dark liquidity DEX pool because this is outrageous. Oh my God. What is this guy on? What is he on? What is he on? Seriously. What is that? Sorry, who's here? Is Mr. Vane here? Please, Mr. Vane, is that a flag? Is that a bull flag? Mr. Vane? Because if that's a bull flag, oh no, it's a falling wedge. Sorry, there is a name for it. It's even on here, in case you didn't know. It's a falling wedge. Oh, he was asking for donations. That's hilarious. Oh my God, I'm dead. This is so funny. Wow. Man, that's so funny. We gotta like that post immediately. You know, the drink, Bank of Canada holds key rates at 2.75. Oh, look at that. US services PMI 53.7. Ooh, that's high. That's high. That's high. Let's check the data real quick together, you guys. Wait, what? Is he giving us false data? ISM services 49.9? Are you kidding me right now? Oh, this is crazy. This is actually insane. Okay, so first of all, for anyone who doesn't know what the ISM services PMI are, they're Purchasing Managers Index, okay? That's a monthly report that we get from the Institute for Supply Management. That is measuring the US business activity in the US services sector, for your information. So that's everything, like retail, healthcare, finance, and tech. So, and actually services in the US make 70% of the US economy. So it is a major indicator. It is a major indicator. Oops, what did I press here? No. Yeah, it's a major indicator, you guys. So it will show the business activity. So basically, the thing is, if we have it above 50, it means that the sector is expanding, right? The sector will be expanding, services sector will be expanding. And then when we have it below 50, it means that it's contracting. Now, why is this so interesting? Well, because it really gives a real-time read on like how weak or strong the US economy is. And that can really move the markets. So when we have a higher number, like above 50, it's usually like the threshold is around 50, right? So if we have it above 50, so that would mean that it's higher than expected, right? So that would mean that there is huge growth. So that's good, right? It's good, but at the same time, it would also mean that the inflation is high. All right. So if we have it above 50, that would mean that we have the inflation over a bit too much. Okay. So if you have it over 50, it means that inflation, it's good for the economy, right? It's good for the services and everything, but it means that inflation might be high. So when we have this, then what it means is that the Fed could delay or avoid cutting rates, right? Bond yields could rise. All these things could happen. So yeah, basically when the number is lower, like we have today, PMI services, ISM services PMI lower than expected, it usually means that the economic is slowing down and there is weakness in the services sector, which makes up for 70% of what the US does, right? So that could increase the chances of rate cuts. So it is in a way bad and it is in a way good, because now it means that we're most likely to get rate cuts. Because, you know, then the yields will fall and dollar is going to weaken. So he might cut rates, which is what we want. Anyway, so what else is happening on Twitter? Why is he giving us a false number update? Zero hedge. It's 49.9. It's not 53.7. That's crazy. Like, what the hell is going on? Zelensky. Hello, it's me, Zelensky. Oh, Anna's got the indicators. Congratulations. I hope they help you. There is a video on YouTube, on my YouTube, where there is an explanation for the indicators and how you can use them. Settings and stuff like that. It's also important for you to have it right. So make sure you watch that. And I hope you enjoyed the indicators. Zelensky says more Russia talks pointless. Pointless. Jesus, I need an upgrade on my I need an upgrade on my Twitter. Trump, Powell must lower interest rates. That's not even a news. Like, he says that always. So how is that even news? Ooh, here we have another wedge trader. Let's go, let's go. What is that? Okay, support, wedge. That's a falling wedge. Am I correct in saying that that's a falling wedge? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Falling wedge, and we have to come to $200 on Riot. I guess that's a Riot chart. Thank you, Calio. All right, he's pretty... What's happening here? BTC bullish momentum. Binance spot volume increases. The convergence of rising exchange dominance, LTH confidence, and supply tightening paints a bullish picture. Amar Ta paints a bullish picture. I'm not smiling until ETH is above 3,000. Ethereum quarterly returns. This might be interesting. Let's have a look at that. Q2 44. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, and yeah, it's my timeline. It's so cracked, honestly. It's so cracked, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. What's happening with Bitcoin? Let's have a look real quick. We need to lower the time frame, get rid of some indicators, or not really. All right, so all right, cool. Moving, but still, you know, 15-minute time frame. Like I said, even on the 5-minute time frame, we need to see price trade above this level. What is that? 105,005. We need to, oops. We need to see price trade above here and close above to get confirmation that even if it retraces, this is going to be, you know, potentially a good move. So, looking into that right now. I think we'll pump again tonight, so just scalping like you said. Yeah, I don't know, honestly. It's looking quite bearish to me, but this is a big wick forming. Jeez, this is actually, wow. Why is Bitcoin pulling a 1 on us like this? This is insane. Look at the fair value gap here. Look at the fair value gap. We're holding it. Actually, we don't need that. We have the indicators, right? This is a 4-hour bullish fair value gap that we traded so deeply into, and we haven't had a body close. So are we gonna go up here now? What's gonna happen? I don't know. This is extreme chop for me. Definitely entries, but not at least on the 5-minute. Like, come on now, right? There needs to be at least confirmation on the 5-minute, and even the 5-minute, I'm not willing to believe that much, right? The good thing though is that the 15-minute time frame confirmation aligns with the 5-minute time frame, so we might get lucky, you know, if we start getting closes above here. 1 hour time frame confirmation, we don't even want to look at that at all, because that's going to be way too high. 4-hour time frame confirmation, 105,470, something like that. But yeah, wow, this is strong. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we're gonna get something here. If we see a strong rejection right now, this is not good news. They liquidated James and pushed the BTC up again. Was he finally liquidated? He was, right? Because his position was, I think his liquidation point was 104.4 or something like that. Oh God. Where is this guy finding all this money to burn? Is he being paid to do this? Come on, conspiracy theory guys. What do we have? What do we have? Ooh, I've been watching this guy on Instagram. He is showing like The Simpsons and stuff. So apparently in 1997, The Simpsons had a show with a bar that was called the Crypto Bar. And like on the seats in the Crypto Bar, you could see like the ripple signs at the back. So it's actually really scary. Any conspiracy theorists here, please? All right, we're rejecting immediately from the sell zone. Let's have a look how that works out. I think he's hedging somewhere else. Yeah, absolutely possible. Like these people with the big money, like you know, they're definitely hedging. So he's probably making 10 million somewhere else at the same time. Now he's pushing his meme coin called Moonpig. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah. No, I'm not a meme coin person. I don't care. Even though on Twitter, for some reason, the meme coin community has just went crazy over me, you guys. Honestly, like, I don't know what happened, but I posted a chart that's showing that the Birkin bag is like a better investment than the S&P 500, supported by like graphics. And someone created a Birkin bag meme coin and they just like made me famous overnight. And I'm like, I don't need that shine right now, please. It's like, please don't make me one of your community. Like I didn't start this. But yeah, it's hilarious. Anyway, you guys, I think we're gonna call it a day for today. Anyone who wants to join Discord, you know what to do. There is a link in the chat box. There is a link in the description box of the video. Make use of that. Join Discord. Come chat with us. It's pretty fun, and it's gonna get even more fun as we're gonna get even more people in. But I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we'll find some trades until then. For now, we're just waiting for levels to break, and let's see what happens. All right, I shall see you guys tomorrow. It was extremely lovely to have you as usual. Thank you. Smash the like. Yes. You guys are the best. Why is my hair so weird, and this light is making my eyebrow look weird as well? Love you guys so much. I'll see you on Discord. All right, that's where we're gonna have all the chats happening. Okay, thank you. See you guys. Ciao.